Hi, and welcome to Lesson 1 of Unit 1 Geology on Mars. During your self guided time, typically you will be taking notes to make sure that you are comprehending and understanding the concepts that we'll be focusing on during our Zoom lesson later on today. You will also be answering questions in your Nearpod during or after your time watching the video. For any questions, if you're not sure exactly what needs to be done during this time, you can also check out our weekly agenda button on the homepage of my Canvas. If you click there, it will tell you what needs to be completed during self guided each day of the current week that you are in. Let's get into today's lesson. Aim. Kipsters will be able to identify which planets in our solar system were once habitable by comparing Earth systems to that of other rocky planets, in order to figure out if other rocky planets were once habitable. Warm up. You'll complete this in your Nearpod. If I were to tell you there's evidence of life on other planets like Mars, would you believe me? Why or why not? Earth and space science is the scientific study of processes on Earth and in other locations in our solar system and galaxy. Earth science, like all kinds of science, is not just the knowledge that you can read about in books, but it's also the process used to figure out that knowledge. So, in this unit, you will not just learn about Earth science, you will learn how to see and investigate the world like an Earth scientist. Many people look up at the sky and wonder if there's life beyond planet Earth. Martians, anybody? Today, scientists are using advanced tools to see if other planets could support life. In this unit, you will learn how Earth scientists use what they know about Earth to help them in this search. In this unit, you will take on the role of student planetary geologist. A geologist is a type of Earth scientist. One thing that planetary geologists do is use their understanding of Earth to guide their search for evidence that other planets could have supported life. In this unit, you have the opportunity to work as a student planetary geologist in a fictional context at the Universal Space Agency. Although this agency is not real, it is based on real organizations that explore space. The work that you will do is similar to the work of real scientists that are studying Mars. Even though the space agency is fictional, the data you will work with is real data that scientists use in their research. The big question that we will answer in this unit is how can we search for evidence that other planets were once habitable? This should be recorded in your notes. During this unit, you will also come across certain vocabulary words. I'm sure you've heard me use this quite a few times. Words that we hear repeated several times are words that we absolutely want to include
It's
in
12
our
o'clock.
notes. Habitable. Habitable means having the conditions necessary to support life. So, what does a planet need in order to be habitable or able to support life? Well, the same things you and I need: water and energy. Since Earth is a planet that supports life, scientists have focused on nearby planets to see if they also have conditions needed for life, or if they might have at least supported life in the past. Mercury, Venus, and Mars are all similar to Earth in that some very, very important ways. They're all close to the sun, they're all made of solid rock. And so, looking at them relatively, we can see that Earth is the largest of those four rocky planets. When I say rocky planet, what I mean is any planet with a solid surface, such as Earth or Mars. Make sure that's in your notes. System, a set of interacting parts forming a complex whole. Thinking about systems helps scientists in all different areas of science simplify what they are studying so that they can focus on the roles and interactions between parts of the system. When scientists think of the Earth as a whole, they think of it as a system. A system is a set of interacting parts performing as a complex whole. The Earth system is made of several parts called spheres. When we think about the Earth system, we think about these four spheres: the hydrosphere, atmosphere, geosphere, and biosphere. The atmosphere is the mixture of gases surrounding the planet. That would be things such as carbon dioxide or oxygen. The hydrosphere is all the liquid, water, and ice on the planet. Think about your oceans, lakes, rivers. The geosphere is the solid part of a rocky planet. And the biosphere is all of the living things on the planet. If I'm ever going too fast, you can always put me on pause just to make sure that you are capturing this in your notes. Again, remember that these spheres are constantly interacting. They're creating changes on Earth. Scientists examine other planets' atmospheres, hydrospheres, and geospheres, and compare them to those on Earth when trying to determine whether other planets might have also the same type of biosphere. When we come back later on today, we are going to be comparing these rocky planets by looking at their different spheres. So I want you to go back into your module on Canvas and head back to the PowerPoint. In there, you will see the rocky planets. I want you, right? You'll see cars that look like this. I want you to take some time, maybe 5 minutes or so, just to read through them one time on your own so that when you come back to class today, you will be ready to go knowing exactly what we're talking about, and you'll have a general idea of what these cards are talking about. So you're prepared to have a discussion. Well, that's it for today, guys. I will see you during Zoom. Sending you all my love.